everyone. I am Dr. Rati Kushwaha and I am absolutely delighted to welcome each one of you to this inspiring session. I hope you all are doing fantastic today and are ready to explore an exciting world of knowledge, growth and strategic thinking. Whether you are a BBA student, MBA aspirant, faculty member or someone eager to learn about corporate level strategies, so you have made the perfect choice by being here. This session is not just a lecture, it is the beginning of an inspiring learning journey. So get ready to stay focused, remain enthusiastic and actively participate because your engagement will make this journey even more impactful and rewarding. So let's start. Corporate level strategy. Today I will discuss about corporate level strategies that refers to the comprehensive analysis undertaken by a company of its entire operation to chart a course aimed at enhancing growth or value. Here I will cover types of corporate level strategies, its benefits, challenges and much more. Now, meaning of corporate strategy. It defines the overall direction of the firm and decision about scope of operation, industries, markets, geographies and organization will compete in. This high-level strategy not only dictates the global direction of a company but also profoundly influences every facet of its operations. यह कई व्यावसायिक इकाइयों का कॉर्पोरेट दृष्टि के साथ जोड़ता है जिससे पूरा संगठन एक समान उद्देश्यों की ओर मिलकर कार्य करता है और समग्र दक्षता और प्रभावशीलता बढ़ती है। यह कुछ प्रश्नों का उत्तर भी देता है, जैसे हम किस व्यवसाय में हैं और हमें कहां विकास करना चाहिए और कहां से पीछे हटना चाहिए। Heading towards key components of corporate strategy. Portfolio management. It involves deciding which strategic business units the company should retain, expand, divest or discontinue based on their performance and future potential. It helps organizations balance risk and profitability by managing a mix of businesses effectively. इससे संसाधनों का उपयोग उन इकाइयों में किया जाता है जिसमें अधिक विकास की संभावना होती है। यह कंपनी को मजबूत और संतुलित व्यावसायिक संरचना बनाए रखने में सहायता करता है। Next one, resource allocation. It refers to distributing financial resources, human capital and technological assets among different business units to maximize organizational performance. Proper allocation ensures that each unit receive adequate support according to its strategic importance. इससे कार्य कुशलता बढ़ती है और दीर्घकालिक यानी लॉन्ग टर्म लक्ष्यों को प्राप्त करने में सहायता मिलती है। यही संसाधन वितरण में संशोधनों की बर्बादी कम होती है और प्रतिस्पर्धात्मक लाभ बढ़ता है। Now, synergy generation. It ensures that different business units create greater combined value when working together than they would independently. This could be achieved through shared resources, technology, expertise or market presence. इससे लागत कम होती है, कार्य कुशलता बढ़ती है और नवाचार यानी इनोवेशन को बढ़ावा मिलता है। यह संगठन की समग्र प्रतिस्पर्धात्मक स्थिति को मजबूत करता है। Strategy decision. It involves setting the organization's mission, vision, long-term objectives by senior leadership. It provides a clear roadmap for growth, expansion, competitive positioning. इससे सभी विभाग और व्यावसायिक इकाइयों संगठन में मुख्य उद्देश्यों के साथ जुड़ी रहती हैं। यह निर्णय लेने में सहायता करता है और संगठनात्मक कार्यों में एक रूपता बनाए रखता है। Now, characteristics of corporate level strategy. Long-term focus. Corporate level strategies are designed to long horizon in mind. They set the fundamental goals and aspirations that guide an organization towards future growth and sustainability. इससे व्यवसाय बाजार के रुझानों को समझ सकता है और आर्थिक परिवर्तनों के अनुसार खुद को ढाल सकता है। यह रणनीतिक दीर्घकालिक लक्ष्यों को कार्यान्वयन से जोड़ती है। Big picture perspective and geared towards overarching goals. A hallmark of corporate level strategy is its broad perspective encompassing all aspects of corporate level strategy and aiming to achieve overarching goals. हम कह सकते हैं कि इसका उद्देश्य बाजार विस्तार, नए उत्पाद, विकास और समग्र कार्य कुशलता जैसे बड़े लक्ष्यों को प्राप्त करना है। यह सुनिश्चित करती है कि सभी विभाग एक समान उद्देश्य की ओर एक तरह से काम करें। इससे संगठनात्मक प्रयासों में एकता आती है। Third one, horizontal forward and backward integration. It allows companies to control more of their supply chains from production to sales. This means merging with companies that provide adjacent services by acquiring businesses up or down the supply to streamline operation and reduce cost. Liquidation for shutting down operation. Strategically, sometimes the best decision is to cease operation in parts of a business that no longer contribute to the overall strategic goals. इससे संगठन अपने मुख्य लक्ष्यों पर बेहतर ध्यान केंद्रित कर सकता है या आर्थिक नुकसान को कम करने में मदद करती है. Concentration for focusing resources. It involves dedicating resources to a primary business line or market to dominate it and achieve higher efficiency. This often means reducing the scope of operation to specialize more intensely in a core area. Steering through complexity. जटिलताओं का प्रबंधन. This helps businesses navigate the complexities of the market, regulatory environments, global operations. हम बना सकते हैं जैसे इससे संगठन अपने लक्ष्यों और जोखिम सहनशीलता के अनुसार आगे बढ़ता है या अनिश्चित परिस्थितियों में स्थिरता प्रदान करती है. Now, evolving with times using dynamic strategy, the ability to develop and adapt strategies in response to changing market conditions, which is very crucial. Dynamic strategies involve periodic reassessment, adjustment to ensure alignment with current and forecast business climates. Means इससे संगठन प्रतिस्पर्धा में बना रहता है. यहाँ निरंतर सुधार, प्रासंगिकता सुनिश्चित करती है. Now, impacting the entire organization, the decision made at the corporate level, strategy impact every facet of the organization from top to bottom. The unified direction ensure all the departments and teams working together towards the same goal. Now, what are the elements of corporate level strategy? First one, visioning, objective setting, resource allocation. So visioning means creating a clear and inspiring picture of what the organization wants to achieve in the future. It provides direction and motivates employees to work toward common long-term goals. A strong vision helps leadership make better strategic decisions. It also builds unity and purpose across the organization. Visioning encourage innovation, growth by focusing on future opportunities. यह बदलते व्यावसायिक माहौल में कंपनी को सही दिशा देता है. Objective setting. It involves defining clear, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant and time-bound goals that support a company's vision. These objectives act as a roadmap for organizational success. They help employees understand what is expected from them. Proper objective setting improve focus and accountability. यह प्रबंधन को प्रगति को मापने में मदद करता है. अच्छे लक्ष्य दीर्घकालिक रणनीति सफलता की संभावना बढ़ाता है. Now next one, resource allocation. Resource allocation means deciding how to distribute financial resources, human resources and technology to achieve strategic goals effectively. It ensures the important projects receive the necessary support. Proper allocation increase efficiency and productivity as well. It reduced wastage of valuable resources. अमूमन इससे संगठन अपने निवेश का अधिकतम लाभ प्राप्त कर सकता है. प्रभावी संसाधन आवंटन प्रतिस्पर्धात्मक लाभ को मजबूत बनाता है. Strategic trade-off involving making informed choices about what the organization should pursue and what it should avoid to achieve its objectives. Since resources are limited, not every opportunity can be chosen. These decisions help prioritize the most beneficial strategies. Trade-off reduce distractions, focus efforts on core goals. यह संसाधनों के बेहतर उपयोग को सुनिश्चित करता है. रणनीतिक समझौते दीर्घकालिक सफलता और स्थिरता को बढ़ाते हैं. Now next I will explain types of corporate level strategy. The first one is stability strategies, which you can see on slide. Used when firm is satisfied and current performance and environment is stable. It basically maintains existing business operations. It focuses on incremental improvement, efficiency and customer retention. It is suitable for mature industries or resource constraints like current products, maintain market share. Now forms of stability strategies as no change strategy. Continue as it is, continues with the current business strategy without any significant change to avoid risk. Next, profit strategy. Tight control, cut cost to maintain profit, focuses on improving profitability through cost reduction and efficiency improvements. Pause, proceed with caution, temporary stability before growth. takes a temporary break from growth to consolidate resources and plan future strategies. विकास को कुछ समय के लिए रोककर संसाधनों को मजबूत करना और भविष्य की रणनीतियों पर योजना बनाना. Now let's understand stability strategies with an example of Hershey company. Hershey emphasizes on maintaining a steady market presence, focusing on core products and gradual expansion into new markets, demonstrate effective stability strategies. यह रणनीति नियमित आय सुनिश्चित करती है और तेजी से बदलावों से जुड़े जोखिमों पर काम करती है. Okay, if I will explain this in 2 points. First, Hershey maintains a strong focus on its core products as chocolate bars and candies, which have been popular for generation. इससे लगातार आय और ग्राहकों की वफादारी बनी रहती है. Second one, rather than rapid expansion, Hershey adopts a gradual approach to entering new market. तेज विस्तार के बजाय हर्षे नए बाजारों में सावधानी पूर्वक और धीरे धीरे प्रवेश करती है. इससे बाजार अनुसंधान, ब्रांड निर्माण और जोखिम कम करने में मदद मिलती है. Heading towards expansion or growth strategy, it aimed at increasing sales, profits or market share. Growth may be internal, like organic, in sense of internal growth is as organic when the company grows naturally from its own operations without depending on external partnerships or acquisitions and external mergers or acquisitions. Now, forms of expansion strategies. First one, concentration. Focus on existing products, market penetration, market development and product development. And then a market penetration strategy. It involves efforts to increase market share in existing markets using current products. Product development strategy. It focuses on introducing new products to existing markets. Steps include as idea generation and screening, concept development and evaluation, design and development, testing and validation, production and launch, cross-functional teams, and agile development. Now next, market development strategy. It involves entering new markets with existing products. Strategies include as target market identification, and it identifies new markets for the products. Market research, conducting research to understand the new market's dynamics. Marketing and communication, developing marketing campaigns tailoring to the new market. Price and distribution strategies, setting prices and distribution approaches suitable for the new market. The next one, integration. Expand within the value chain. Integration strategies involve combining with or acquiring other companies to enhance competitive positioning and capitalize on synergies. Vertical integration. It controls suppliers or distributors. लागत कम करने और उत्पादन प्रक्रिया पर अधिक नियंत्रण पाने के लिए सप्लाई चेन में कंपनियों का अधिग्रहण करना होता है. Now, horizontal integration. It acquires competitors, acquiring or merging with competitors to increase market share and reduce competition. Third one, diversification. Diversification strategy involves entering new markets with new products, significantly increasing the potential for growth but also the risk. It is of 2 types, concentric diversification, conglomerate diversification. Concentric diversification, केंद्रित विविधीकरण, related to current business, shared technology और marketing. इससे संबंधित व्यवसायों में तालमेल बढ़ता है और कंपनी अपने मौजूदा क्षमताओं को बेहतर लाभ उठा सकती है. वर्तमान व्यवसाय से जुड़े क्षेत्रों में विस्तार करना, जहां समान तकनीक और संसाधनों का उपयोग किया जा सके. Conglomerate diversification, समूह विविधीकरण. Here unrelated business diversification, इससे कंपनी अलग अलग उद्योगों में निवेश करती है जिसमें जोखिम कई क्षेत्रों में बढ़ जाता है और किसी एक उद्योग पर निर्भरता कम हो जाती है. इंटरनेशनलाइजेशन, एंट्री इनटू फॉरेन मार्केट्स, एक्सपोर्टिंग जॉइंट वेंचर्स, सब्सिडरीज. ये स्ट्रेटजी कंपनी को फॉरेन मार्केट्स में एंटर करने और अपने बिजनेस को ग्लोबली एक्सपेंड करने में हेल्प करती है. इसका मेन पर्पस नए कस्टमर तक पहुंचना, सेल्स बढ़ाना और इंटरनेशनल लेवल पर कॉम्पिटिटिव एडवांटेज हासिल करना होता है. एक्सपोर्टिंग, कंपनी अपने प्रोडक्ट्स या सर्विसेज को दूसरे कंट्रीज में बेचती है. ये फॉरेन मार्केट में एंट्री का सबसे इजी और कॉमन मेथड है. ज्वाइंट वेंचर्स, कंपनी किसी फॉरेन कंपनी के साथ पार्टनरशिप करके नया बिजनेस स्टार्ट करती है. इससे लोकल मार्केट नॉलेज, शेयर्ड रिसोर्सेज और रिस्क कम हो जाता है. सब्सिडियरीज, कंपनी किसी फॉरेन कंट्री में अपनी खुद की ब्रांच या सब्सिडियरी एस्टैब्लिश करती है. इससे बिजनेस ऑपरेशन पर ज्यादा कंट्रोल, मिलता है और ग्लोबल प्रेजेंस स्ट्रांग होती है। बेसिकली हम कह सकते हैं कि ये स्ट्रैटेजी बिजनेस ग्रोथ, ब्रांड रिकॉग्निशन एंड प्रॉफिट अपॉर्चुनिटीज को इंक्रीज करती है, साथ ही साथ अलग अलग मार्केट्स में रिस्क को भी डाइवर्सिफाई करती है। नाउ आई एम गिविंग एन एग्जांपल of growth strategy for Amazon. Amazon growth strategy such as diversification into new markets. Example, Amazon Web Services and continuous innovation in logistic and consumer technology. It exemplify how dynamic and expansive corporate level strategy can drive monumental growth. Diversification into new markets, Amazon expansion into various sectors beyond e-commerce such as cloud computing, Amazon Web Services, streaming services like Amazon Prime Video, smart devices like Amazon Echo showcases its diversification strategy. Continuous innovation, Amazon prioritizes continuous innovation in logistics, supply chain management and consumer technology. For example, initiative like drone delivery, automated warehouses, cashierless stores demonstrate its commitment to staying at the forefront of innovation. Now discussing about retrenchment strategies adopted when the firm faces decline or crisis, aim to reduce scale or exit. Turnaround strategy, restructure operation to restore profitability, cost cutting, asset reduction. Divestment, sell all part of business that is non-performing or non-core. Liquidation, cessation of operation or close the business and selling off assets as a last resort when the business is unsustainable. Bankruptcy or voluntary retirement. It is a drastic survival measure. Now I am illustrating retrenchment strategies by an example of Kodak. Once a giant in the photographic film industry, Kodak failure to adopt a digital photography led to its application of retrenchment strategy. This included significant cost cutting, restructuring effort to stabilize the business. What happens in cost cutting measures? In response to the decline of the film photography industry, Kodak implemented significant cost cutting measures including layoff and facility closures to reduce expenses and improve efficiency. Restructuring efforts, Kodak underwent extensive restructuring effort including divesting non-core businesses and focuses on digital imaging and printing technologies in an attempt to revitalize its struggling business. Now the next one is combination strategy, use of multiple strategies simultaneously for different businesses. A combination strategy involves concurrent utilization of the other core strategies such as stability expansion or retrenchment. इसमें कोई भी ऐसी महत्वपूर्ण रणनीति शामिल है जिसे कोई कंपनी किसी दूसरी कंपनी के साथ मिलकर अपनाती है, चाहे वह उसी व्यवसायिक क्षेत्र में हो या अलग अलग व्यवसायिक क्षेत्रों में हो, जिसका उद्देश्य कार्य क्षमता को बढ़ाना होता है। यह कॉर्पोरेट विकास के लिए एक फ्लेक्सिबल अप्रोच प्रदान करती है। फॉर एन एग्जाम्पल, expanding one division, retrenching other and stabilizes the third one. Common in diversified conglomerates like Tata Group. Now types of combination strategies, simultaneous, sequential and mixed. What happens in simultaneous? Simultaneous basically apply different strategies to different business units at the same time. Sequential employ different strategies for the same over time. And mixed combine elements within the same unit, yani cost reduction with product development. Let me tell you with an example of combination strategy of McDonald's. McDonald's employs a combination of growth, expanding globally, diversifying the menu, stability strategies, focusing on core fast food products and consistent customer experience to remain a leader in the fast food industry. Global expansion. McDonald's has aggressively expanded globally, entering new market and adapting its menu to local tastes and preferences. Core product focus. Despite diversifying its menu, McDonald's maintains a strong focus on its core fast food offering, ensuring consistency, reliability यानी एक रूपता और विश्वसनीयता across its global network of restaurants. Innovation. McDonald's continuously innovates its menu and service offerings to meet changing consumer demands, such as introducing healthier options and digital ordering system, while preserving its iconic brand identity. Now let me tell you the issues related to strategy selection. Resource constraint, limited money, people or technology can affect strategy choices. Risk aptitude and managerial vision. Management willingness to take risk influence strategic decisions. Cultural fit. The strategy should match the organization's value and work culture. Technological changes. Rapid technology changes can impact strategy effectiveness. Government and regulatory issues. Laws and regulation can limit and guide strategic options. Stakeholder expectations. Strategy should consider the need of customers, employees, and investors. Ethical and environmental consideration. Business strategy should follow ethical practices and protect the environment. Now come up with restructuring of business, redesigning the organization structure, assets, operation, and ownership to improve performance. Like portfolio restructuring, changing a business mix, it involves changing the company's mix of businesses by adding, selling और closing business unit. इससे संगठन को अधिक लाभदायक और रणनीतिक क्षेत्रों पर ध्यान केंद्रित करने में मदद मिलती है. Next one, financial restructuring, changing capital structure like debt equity. It refers to changing the company's capital structure by adjusting debt and equity levels. This improves financial stability and help manage cost more effectively. The third one, organizational restructuring, modifying hierarchy, divisions, or management role. It involves modifying the company hierarchy, division, and management roles to improve efficiency. They'll help streamline operations and support better decision making. Now, benefits of corporate level strategy. The advantages of well executed corporate level strategy are manifold. That includes increased profitability and market share. By focusing on core competencies and exploiting market opportunities, company can enhance their profitability and capture larger market shares. Portfolio management. Effective corporate strategy involve managing a portfolio of businesses to ensure each contribute positively to the overarching objectives. Risk management. Strategic planning at the corporate level involves identifying potential risks and developing strategies to mitigate them. Resource allocation. Allocating resources strategically across business units ensure optimal use of assets and maximizes returns on investment. Alignment with mission and values. Corporate strategy align the daily operation with the long-term mission and values of the organization, ensuring a cohesive direction. Proactivity and strategic decision making. Corporate strategy enable businesses to be proactive rather than reactive, allowing them to capitalize on opportunities and navigate challenges effectively. Competitive advantage. By differentiating themselves from competitors and leveraging unique strength, businesses can maintain a competitive edge in the market. Improved decision making. With a clear strategic framework, decision making becomes more streamlined and effective, leading to better outcomes. Now, clarity and focus. A clear corporate strategy provides a focus on all levels of organization, ensuring that everyone is working towards the same goal. Adaptability and flexibility. The ability to adapt and remain flexible in the face of change is crucial for long-term success, and strategic planning facilitate this. Now, moving toward the challenges of corporate level strategy. Corporate level strategy poses several changes for organizations as they navigate complex environments and make decisions that impact the entire enterprise. Some key challenges I have tried to explain as alignment across business unit, ensuring that the strategies of individual business unit align with the overall corporate strategy. That can be challenging, especially in large organizations with diverse portfolios. External pressures and changes. आर्थिक मंदी, सरकारी नियमों में बदलाव और तकनीकी परिवर्तन जैसे बाहरी दबावों के अनुसार खुद को ढालने के लिए रणनीति का लचीलापन और तेजी से बदलने योग्य बनना बहुत जरूरी है. इसका मतलब है कि संगठन को बदलती परिस्थितियों के अनुसार अपनी योजनाओं और कार्य प्रणाली में समय समय पर सुधार करना होता है ताकि वह चुनौतियों का सामना कर सके और सफलता बनाए रख सके. Maintaining agility and responsiveness. Remaining agile and responsive to changing market dynamics while maintaining a clear strategic direction is a delicate balance. Resource allocation. Allocating resources effectively across a business unit to maximize overall performance and achieve strategic objectives can be complex. Overall balancing, I can conclude as that is short-term and long-term business goals, balancing the need for short-term results with long-term strategic objectives that require careful planning and execution. Now here are few conceptual questions for examination purpose. You can prepare from here. Okay, now you can pause the video anytime to take notes, review key insights and learn as per your convenience. Feel free to rewind and revisit any section whenever needed for deeper understanding. At the end, you will find a link, story based on corporate level strategies in strategic management. The story is designed to explain the concept in a practical and engaging way. Please share it with those who may truly benefit from it for their academic preparation. Thank you and have a wonderful day.